Hello, Bio 1 class. This is Ms. Foltz. Today we're going to be talking about how to do the enzyme graphing activity on your computer. Other activities we've done this far are Word documents. All you had to do was download them, type into them, save them, and then submit them to me. So we should be pretty good on that. But if you have any questions, make sure you're emailing me and letting me know. Today we're doing something a little different. We have to be able to draw our graph using our computers, and that uses a little bit different program. We're going to use something called Cami. If you're familiar with Cami, no need to watch this whole video. Go ahead and do it on your own. If you have any problems, you can check back into it. But this is really for those people that don't know how to use Cami. So I'm just going to click on my graphing activity. It's going to download right here in the corner of my screen. And then I'm just going to go to camiapp.com. Now, one of the things I can do is I can come up here and I can start this and put it on my bookmark bar so that it's there the next time I need it. And it's a little easier for me to find. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now, I'm already signed in. I already have this ready to go, but you would put in your username and your password into this area, and you would go from there. Then you would go up here and you can open a file and you can find the one on your computer. It's going to be under your downloads. Right there it is. Or sometimes when you start from here, I have options in the middle where it says download from your computer or download from your Google Drive. You want to download this from your computer. Once you click it, it's going to convert it and it's going to look something like this. Okay. Now I can type onto here just like I could before. So like, what do enzymes do? Enzymes speed up the rate of a reaction. So right there, I have my answer. I've said what it does. I can click down here for my next one. Okay. So I can add in text boxes. The real problem is, what do I do when I'm down here? So for this one, I actually have to need to be able to draw on top of this graph. So I'm going to go down here to the drawing tool, and I'm just going to say, oh, I'm going to just start with black. And so I'm going to start out by making my X and Y axis. So first of all, time is always going to be my X axis. So down here, I'm going to come and write the word time. Okay, and then my y-axis is going to be the amount of product formed. I'm going to do this quick, so I'm just going to say the amount of product. Please actually write the whole word on yours. Then my time is from 0 to 8 minutes. If I did one number for each line, that would only get me to here. And we always want to use the most of the graph as possible. So I'm going to put my 0 here, but then I'm going to skip every 2 and put my numbers down. And I'm going to write it all the way through 8. Okay, and then I also need to look at my x-axis and say, well, what then should I have for my y-axis? Well, I've got to get all the way up to 42. So how do I want to do that? What if I count by 2? So if I go 2, 4, 6, 8, that should take me up and I should get kind of where I need to be. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, that doesn't seem like that's going to get me up high enough. Okay, so I'm going to have to go in and erase that. Maybe I need to go by 5s. Okay, and it's just trial and error. You can count the boxes and you can kind of see what you need to do. So let me try doing it by 5s. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, that gets me in a better spot. So then what I would do is I would put a dot for each one that I'm going. So spot 1 is 0, 0. 1 is 10 minutes. So I'm going to go up here to 10 minutes, and I put a little dot at 10 minutes. Spot 2 is 20, so I'm going to 2. I'm going to go all the way up here to 20. Okay, and what I'll do is once I get all the dots done, I'll go ahead and I'll draw my line of what this enzyme looks like. Okay. And see, I can do it right on here. Notice at the top, it's saying it's saving changes as I go through and do this. It's saving it right on my Google Drive, and that's why I need to go ahead and make sure I link it to my account. Once I go through, there's some questions in here. I'm going to do a second graph. There's some questions I'm going to answer from that graph, and then I'm going to do a third graph and answer some questions. Once I get all the way done with that, I need to make sure right over here, make sure it's saved, and then I can either download it or it's saving onto my Google Drive. So I can just go back into here and go under activities and go to assignments. I can click on the assignment that I need and I can hand it in. And when I go to find the location, I just need to make sure I'm going to my Google Drive. Okay. Any other questions on this? Let me know. If not, hopefully this helped you use Cami and get ready for this assignment.